the draft. Robo, Socksyy, Pacific Islands will be game 1. Robo's picked Nomad as his home map, and Socksy's gone with 4 lakes. So some very generic, probably, would we say the 3 most generic maps? Maybe one of these two instead of Pacific Islands. It's a tight, these two absolutely, and then it's close in this range as to which one the third one is. But very generic, no chaos. So looking forward to that. And then for civs, so Persians don't get through the bans. What a surprise. Japanese and Armenians first picks. Armenians are going to be strong. I think they're going to be Pacific Islands. And they may even be matched by Georgians, but my hunch is that it's going to be a Pacific Islands woo. And then, ooh, what else have we got? Huns is an interesting one. That seems very early. And I'm not sure how Socksy's gonna play the rest of that out. Italians, Japanese here. This feels like 4 lakes to me. We'll see what happens when we get there. I don't know if Italians on Nomad is the way to do it, but we've lost Spanish, Mongols, Koreans, Persians, Dravidians. Like, there's some good Nomad civs in here that are gone. I guess Vietnamese weren't taken at all, which I guess are okay, but they're not like amazing. They're just nice to have on Nomad. So yeah, that's that. Let us know your thoughts. My guess is Woo Armenians will kick us off. And I should probably load the game. Get us into game 1, hey? Some small positives out of today, though. Due to 4 lakes hitting the rank ladder map pool, I decided I would play 1 ranked game, which I won, which now puts me above 1500 again. So we were very deserving of that little hype train before. How good is that? 1500 again. I can sit on that for a few weeks now. Well, 1 game away from the personal best, so it's a tight one. Do I play it? Do I hope to try and get that personal best? Do I just sit on the 1500? Don't want to ruin it. Looks a bit nice, so some positives, and now we get to jump into some wrecks here. Oh, I am on it, by the way. It was Armenians v Woo on Pacific Islands will kick us off. We've got tournament logo prepped. We've got Cannon Galleon prepped. Really good stuff. We've got a Pacific Islands. I trust Socksy's not going to fish boom in that. Pacific Islands, game 1. Oh, we got some settings to update here. Let's just spend the time, make sure we get this right. So we are absolutely in Division 1. We want to see some ELOs as well. How can we go grab those, hey? Let's go here. Let me see what we can do. Socksyy is 2317. And Robo is Mystery 2K-ish. 2K1-ish. There we go. Okay. We need some desktop sounds coming through as well. Let me just double check what the sound is on here. I feel like some of these can maybe just get bumped a little bit. I don't know how... I'll turn the critters down a touch and the selection down a touch. I feel like the other things can get a little bit of a buff. Just because the capture age does feel a little bit slow, a little bit low. Okay. Game 1 of week 2 between Socksyy and Robo. It is Pacific Islands to kick us off. Socksyy with a very common pick with the Armenians playing in the north and in the south. Robo playing with another very common pick on this map, the Woo. We have already seen a scout decide to head to the middle to scout around. Meanwhile, Socksyy has still got the scout at home, checking out the home island in its entirety before moving on. We're going to be seeing Armenians get some enjoyment with the mule carts, which will be able to move around and help with these little wood lines and be able to jump from wood line to wood line and even through the hunt on the middle islands as the two players look to establish their dominance in the middle. Also quite strong. The churches will provide some extra defense. And then the Woo, well, they get, I think it's 55 food now and capture age hasn't caught up. That's still pretty strong though. Infantry regen, and they also get these Jarn swordsmen, by the way, which have got, I think it's, I want to say it's 5 base pierce armor. It could even be 7. It's something insane, and they regenerate. These guys can sit under town centers. You can send 4 of them into an eco, and they will go crazy. And once you've done a bit of raiding, you just send them out, and they'll regenerate a little bit. So, very nice. No, I think it's yeah, I'm fairly sure it was a patch well before now, which made it 55. So far, so good with the boar lures. We've got fun Dark Ages. Got a wall in yet. We're not going to see any shenanigans here. This is not Div 3. This is Div 1. We are playing for the Elite Cannon Galleon on the side. Robo's seen it. Socksyy hasn't. And here we go. The scout's just looking around. And the Dachshund come out on the other side. Very smart. It's also a bit weird. Like, we wall it in, but I don't know what happens if the scout can actually just land there. And how crazy that can get. I don't know. Maybe it's just worth sending 2 vills out to dock. You also can just put 2 vills on fish. I think it's a bit awkward. Sometimes it feels like they can... If it's walled in, a scout can't land. Okay, that's important, I think. As long as it can't land in there, then that's alright. Because I feel like a vill and a scout can occupy the same square, and then you could wall it in. Like, you could wall both in together for some reason. But as long as it can't land when it's already there, that's important. Alright, both these players are ticking along. We'll just zoom through a little bit until we see some level of fun. Going back and forth, we're going to see 19 plus loom, 4 seconds idle time, 4.99, and we're there. Very nice. Socksy's going 19 as well with 10 extra seconds. We're all good. Everything's ticking along fine. Armenians are an interesting one. Okay, so we're going to see 5 vills head across here. We're going to see 4 vills head across here and a barrack. So establishing land control. And we're going to see army as well. So this is interesting. So 4 vills can take 1 deer. 130 divided by 4 gives us 35. Bit of decay. Yep, you essentially get a full villager. Before you need a drop off. Very nice. And we're going to see Man-at-Arms v Man-at-Arms, but for now it's going to be Militia v Man-at-Arms. And a Scout each. And remember, there is the small regen, 10 per minute. For the Woo. So they're going to be happy just to fight, walk back, walk back. Allow for a little bit of regen. That should go up very soon again to 109, 110. Down goes the deer. Well, worst case, lame some of the deer whilst we're waiting. Attack the Vils. It's looking alright. Some interesting kills. And again, the Woo can just sit back. Well, hopefully no Vil loss here. You can use the Man-at-Arms and even the Scout to help out as well. Keita, well, thank you for the raid. Welcome along. We just started the Rex of Socksyy v Robo. This was happened yesterday afternoon. No spoilers if you do know what's happened. Got some fun Game 1 action here. I'm very sleepy. I was up since 2 AM. Couldn't fall asleep. So this has been fun, and I'm going to try and get through 2 sets tonight. See how we go. Been a tough day. I've got a 4-day weekend to look forward to. Are we on patrol here for Robo? Yes, we are. And the transport. If the transport goes down, that's kind of big. But it's going to get away from the fire galley. It's a little bit faster. 5 more Vils are going to come across for Robo. No, they're not. They're going to pick up the Man-at-Arms and Archer. Are they going to maybe tower? A bit of wood being held on to. 2 fish v 3 fish. Maybe going to drop a range. There's a couple of archers here. Is it going to be a range? Is it going to be a tower? It's going to be a tower. You know, Bananasaurus, there is a way you can get a demo raft. I mean, there's a way you can get a cannon galley. You are still in it. Top 4 will get through. You know, you've got 3 rounds left. So there's that. And whilst we're going through that, looks like the tower's going to get denied at 83%. So that's a lot of stone that goes down. So much stone that Robo can't build a TC upon arrival to Castle Age. You'd almost long distance for stone here. Because that is extremely frustrating. Like, that's more frustrating now, even if you didn't plan to build a TC very early. If, like, it was always going to be 1 TC for a fair while. Just seeing 96 would be extremely off-putting. A couple of fires. A galley in there as well. Socksyy looking not too bad. You can see the difference here between these guys and what we're used to seeing in Div 2 and Div 3. Not floating too much res. They, as I speak, we get 400 wood in the bank. But generally speaking, they're awake to when they've got res on hand and they know when to spend it. Please spend your res, guys. It's as I'm talking. Don't hold res now. Lots going on. That fire ship is doing work on the dock. Yeah, a bit of housed coming in as well. Gotta come back and fix this one fire up. Transport ship got... No, a second one got created, actually, for Socksyy. I was going to say he repaired it, but did not. Are we now transitioning into galleys? We're not. Sticking on fires and just adding fletching for the archers. 5v fire. Socksyy will win that one. Now we're dropping archers, a skirm, and a man-at-arms. Walk onto an island. And they get to feast on villagers. Bye-bye. That's what, 2 down, probably 3 down. Maybe even 4. Probably a free archer to go with it. Down it goes. It's pretty good for Socksyy. Bit of idle time, but that's not too much of a problem. Looks like Robo's trying to plan towards Castle Age now. Uh-oh. Waiting for a transport. These 6 Vils need some hope. One of their mates is about to go down, and it does. And the fire ships come in to save the day. There's a landing on Socksy's island. There is. There's 5 archers in. And they get some nice kills to go back the other way. Eco kills. Gonna get one. Still one more. Not quite. But they're gonna idle things, and that's pretty strong. Look at the TC. It is... It's got a fair few Vils in it. A few Vils standing underneath it. Back to the action over here. Archery range. Lots of archers being queued up. Socksy's not close to clicking. Robo kind of is. Does have the buildings. I don't know if a market has been built yet. Doesn't look like it. So he's going to have to do this the standard way, getting the food. There's a demo that wants to come in. It does land. It's not too bad. These guys are now kind of stranded. Vils get away. 5 Vils get away. The archers are still here. Do they get another kill? Probably not. And the skirms will clean them up. But looks like there's going to be a handy timing advantage. Robo's just ever so slightly figured out the res distribution. What's going to happen here? Lots of weak units. And we do have... No, just the one archer in there. Lots of weak units in here. Socksy's probably going to market his way out of this. He is. Going to be a decent timing advantage. Actually, isn't going to be too far behind. Probably sell a buy, sell, and we're good. So it's about 40 seconds. And now we're going to see double barracks. And if you're the Woo, double barracks pretty much means we're going to see... Oh, here we go. Watch this. Yep. There we go. Okay, she survives. Rhinos in their hidden one range. Still got some blue army down here. If I didn't finish my thought, that was meant to say Jarn Swordsman. And we await Castle Age now. And it's all peaceful. Apart from the... Oh, that's a lucky one. Got away with that. Yep, it's all peaceful. It's all very peaceful. You see these fancy Jarns are going to pop out of here. Out they come. We'll just check. Socksyy does not know about it, but may have an idea, because I think you do see the Rhino. We'll see the dead Rhino on the floor. And he's about to get a bit of a surprise... Because, let's be real, these Jarns are going to survive all of this. So they've got 5 base pierce armor. And an archer does... Well, a crossbow does 5 attack. So these things, even a crossbow with fletching is only going to do 1 damage. And a crossbow with bodkin's only going to do 2 damage. So... These guys are just going to have to run. They're going to have to keep running. It's going to take a while. They can do a whole lot of work. Meanwhile, there's work going on water as well. Fires everywhere. Weak fires everywhere. Socksy's eventually going to clean that up. But look, there's still Jarns just being thrown out. You really need to go Knights and melee to stop this. So Knights got way more attack. They got 10 attack. And the Jarns have only got 3 melee armor. So Knights are the way to go here. They're the main counter. And also long swords, because these things come down as shock infantry the same way as eagles. But yes, don't be fooled. These are even... I think they're tankier than Huskars in terms of facing crossbow. Zoom right in. Getting some siege out as well. Warrior Priest helping out too. Both players still 1 TC. Robo's been on stone for a while though. Actually, so is Socksyy. Maybe a bit of a castle drop just to help secure some space in the middle. Castle's ready. The 100 stone was bought. Got 1 armor, 1 attack. Best unit in the game. We're talking about these guys, or we're talking about the warrior priests? Look at this man heal. Oh, there's a few of them. The fire archers. They got a gold cross. They got a gold cross and a little axe on them as well. Very nice. Okay, we're actually fighting though. Probably should focus on that. Mangonel goes down. But not even... Two knights can't fight that many Jans. Yeah, Jans are strong. They're very strong. They're very good in this moment of the game. Early Castle Age. They're going to regenerate on their own. Now, Compo... Ooh, Compo ignores armor. So that is a good counter to a Jan Swordsman. Right. Let's just check. 1 hit. Yeah, I think they're doing a bit more damage, right? Yeah, they sure are. So these things have got 5 pierce armor. So they should be doing 5 damage. Good repairs. Tough map, this one. They're also fighting out here. There's a couple of fires down here. Yeah, the compo, exactly, ignores armor. It's a very nice unit to have at the back of a fight. You can kind of play compo and expo together, and they do different jobs. So for 2 of the most common Civ matchups, on this map. If you're Armenians, you don't have to go knights. You just... Oh, that's a big hit. Very nice. You don't have to go knights, but you will need a castle if you're not going to go knights. Expo won't do it. Compo will. All the action for the moment is happening out here. Fishing ship will go down. Monks are getting involved. Another nice hit. We've got a second town center now for Robo. This is good. This is the way to try and sneak ahead on eco. Also got castle res for both players. So I wonder where the second castle for Socksyy will go. And Robo's first. I wonder if it will try to solidify this area. There is a relic in. So both players the relic. Armenians, theirs came for free. So what's the counter to the compo then? We're going to see Skirm. Are we just going to trust the Mangonel? Can trust the Mangonel if they get hits like that. But the Mangonel goes down. I think the workshop went down there as well. So that's unfortunate. Monk, I think, didn't get a conversion in the end. But the compo largely cleaned up. Wait, was that a mass delete? Hang on a minute. Sorry, did I just miss a mass delete there? Is that what happened? Or did he just get cleaned up? They targeted, and they just patrolled in badly, and they all just went down. Bye-bye. Yeah, just wasn't paying attention or right-clicked incorrectly. Maybe try to right-click the monk and click next to it. And everything went down. And Robo survives, and that's going to be enough to allow this castle to go up now. Socksy's looking for everything. I mean, geez, we've got more castle res. We're healing these Jans back up. And the third town center on the other side, so it's 3 TCV1 now. Where are these guys going to drop their next castles? Well, here we go. I mean, if this is spotted, I feel like just getting right here sounds brilliant. What's Socksyy going to see? Is he going to see? Should see the TC very soon. Oh, he wants to drop a castle here. That's not going to work. Uh-oh. Guys, not there. I don't know if that goes up. If he just went... Yeah, doesn't know about the hill there. That's unfortunate. He's going to have to run away for now. Somehow. He's going to have to run away. And that's where the castle... So Robo's one step ahead at the moment. He's going to drop the castle on the hill here, which he does have full vision of. Knows that it exists. Something I struggle with in this game, on this map, sorry, is getting the vills off this island. And both these players have done very well just to make sure that, hey, let's not... Well, Robo's done very well. And Socksyy has a few more. It's going okay. Oh no, TC's going up. Socksy's had castle res for so long. And he's going to drop a TC in range of the castle, if it even goes up. And this is TC number 2. Meanwhile, the Vil count is just rising and rising. Should go up. The compo will clear the final Jan. If they're paying attention, yes it does. TC goes up, but you're going to see the castle go up right about now. Now both players really need to race to Imp. Welcome, Chestnut. I hope you're going well. Berber's Burgers. Likewise. I'm looking forward to that set after this one. After we get through these wrecks. They're due to start in about an hour. I may need to rush through this to make sure we don't fall too far behind live time. We don't want to. So, it's going to be a race to Imp, and they're going to click up at the same time. Okay, let's speed up just a little bit whilst it kind of feels like both players are largely waiting for... Wait, was that the Imp TC? Oh no, that's the Imp TC. That's the Imp TC. Socksyy, no. The castle's just going to fire this down. No. 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 Repair. He doesn't know. It's going doing 30 damage a hit. Oh no. Oh no. And he's just had to re-queue it, and suddenly he's just lost 2 minutes of timing. 2 minutes of timing goes down, and it's now 1 TCV4. Actually, is this Robo's MTC? It's not. Is he in the... He's in the home... He's at the home TC. It's all good. Could you imagine if both players did it? If both players very much could have lost their MTC. Yes, for those who had the ad, this was Socksy's MTC, and it went down. This was not Robo's MTC, and it would have gone down. Robo's is very safe at home. Faster imp timing. 4 relics, and has a free one on the island, by the way. There's actually another one here. So there's 6 relics on this map, then. given Armenians start with one, and there's already 5 garrison. We're going to see traction trebs. Yes, Robo, I imagine you were absolutely prepared and weren't caught out at all. When you hit Imp, like I imagine probably 50% of the time, 50% of players will hit Imp, will have a castle, they'll hit Imp and go, wait, I don't get trebs. I got to get my Siege Workshop out. And the timing advantage that they could have had by dropping like 2 or 3 Siege Workshops is just gone. But you're ready. You got the 1 workshop and able to produce some traction trebs. And can roll forward. I think you need... Yeah, dropping more workshops here. I was going to say, I think you do need more than 1 for 1 when it comes to traction treb v treb. I know that you can snipe your standard trebs, but you really want more because they do less damage. If you're talking castle v castle, I think you need better than 1 for 1. So Armenian's going to make castle combo out of here and then trebs out of here. It's going to be fire archers doing work. So they're going to do... I can't even work that out. 5 damage a hit-ish? No, it's got to be more. 10. It says 5. He's got fire archers. We had 17 fire archers. A few more fire archers here, which is nice. Probably want them on the castle more than the units. Especially when they're in range. Yeah, this is definitely a 17 fire archers situation. But yes, fire archers do that damage v buildings and do have that weird duality, which I feel like Age of Empires are bringing in a lot at the moment. The duality of units, which actually the Giants have as well. Don't they? The Giants also have like their armored mode and their unarmored mode. And yeah, so it's very, very interesting. Looks good if you're Robo though. It's a lot going on. Very hard map to play. Fire Archer v Treb. This is brilliant. It's actually a close battle here, but I think the Trebs will do the work eventually. The Trebs are fighting uphill, Fire Archers downhill. Get a little bit of a basis here. What do Fire Archers v Trebs look like? Very interesting stuff. But it does look good for Robo on this island. Socksy's gonna have to jump off. Is that a landing or is that that's just a fire ship? We're evacuating. Socksy's evacuating, or he's just moving to the corner, hiding in the corner. 5 traction trebs. It's very strong. But pushing back on this side. Game's not done, but 64 vils to 104. Feels like Robo's just able to do a little bit more. And fire ships come in as well. There's some redocks on the outside. That's nice. Fast fire's being loaded too. Now just prepping skirm to fight the combo. Probably a good idea. Out of stone, largely out of res. 66 vils. Look at the worker efficiency. 8%, 9% last minute. That was how many vils that just got evacuated there. There's about 29 here. That's half the eco. The other half is all just here. And half of these guys aren't even working. This isn't looking good for Socksyy. It's now spreading. That score difference is now starting to open up, I think. There's a bit of a push here, but Robo's got this island fully. This one, it's a bit of a comeback, but Robo's starting to get water too. Socksy's gonna need to, find a job for a lot of these guys. They need to come out, like they need to transport and they need to get over, but can they? Because there's fast fires on the field. And this is where the attention early to take Vils off the home island. Still has res, still has a little bit of wood on the home island. Just gives them something to do. And now when Robo's stuck, it's not going to be too bad. Actually, all these Vils could go to farms eventually. It's going to be pushed away or lost. Actually lost all the Vils. Hang on a minute. All the Vils just went down. We're down to 74. That's a full clear up. They've all just gone down. The eco kills. Look at this. They've done 40 eco kills on these guys. They've just completely leveled the game out. Hold on a minute. We're not done here. The ranges go down. So now they're just both going to have an island. Except, well, this island's had more res taken off it. This one, I feel like it's got a bit more left on it, right? Very interesting game. Are we in for the long haul here? Look at the score. It's leveled. It's 500 points. More TCs being dropped. Suddenly, Socksyy's going to have a TC lead. Can you? Here's a question. I mean, mainly for the guys that, you know, play at the top level. There's a whole lot of wood around the outside. Can you ever do it? Like, I mean, you probably don't need to, I guess. It's an interesting... Oh, one traction trap goes down. Gonna try and force down the castle here, and it may happen. What have we got? 4 traction trebs and fire ship support when the compo come in. Castle goes down. That's big. We're getting Sitting Tiger, which I'm going to have to look up what that is. Traction trebs and Luchan trebs fire additional projectiles. And the GG has been called when that castle goes down. Well played, Robo. Takes the first game. There's your peak. Look at your average APMs. Look at the speed of Socksyy, by the way. Robo in with the rest of us. Floating res. Worker efficiency. The worker efficiency. That was really harsh for Socksyy before. We had to move half his eco. And then the other half just weren't working at home anyway. Quickly go through the stats. But there's not too much to look at. We do have to get to game 2. KDs, the eco KDs at the end of the day. That was big. Relic gold, 4 relics to 1. Both players, very good timings early. They did do that very well early. Similar timings here. And Socksyy losing the imp timing. Losing the imp TC. I wonder, felt like Robo still had the ascendancy, but maybe those 2 minutes would have made a big difference. Vil counts and the talk about APM. Socksyy plays a fair bit faster. So much speed, indeed. So much speed. Time for game 2. I shall get that one up. Time for game 2, Socksyy and Robo. And this one will be on 4 Lakes. Socksyy's going to play as the Huns. And Robo will be further north playing as the Japanese. So this is Socksyy's home map. And this is Socksyy's home pick for this map. Unconventional, shall we say? Huns. Well, Robo, I didn't realize that was the speed that you played at, APM-wise. Essentially what that means, the way I interpret that 43 APM, is essentially is I have no excuse. And neither does anyone else that plays at the same APM. If you're playing at this level, the mystery 2K1-ish, ELO, speed is not a factor into saying, you know, oh, I don't play fast enough, I can't be a 2K player. Well, why not? People do it. You're proving it. And you're one up on Socksyy here. Robo is just that guy. Robo's locked in. And so am I after being awake for coming in on 18 hours. I'm keen to see the Huns build here. So deer are being pushed in. They do start with less. They start with less wood. I had a 2-hour nap. I don't know if I actually fell asleep. And I don't know if it was actually 2 hours. It just... yeah. So the villagers here trying to take some shorefish, but I don't think the wood's going to be ready. Vill's now just going to walk around a bit further to take more time up, as you do. Gonna maybe a force drop. No need. Dock's ready. Let's go. We're going to wall it in. We're not taking no chances here. And the same at the top. Both players walling in their vill. I mean, look, you can probably assume that top players are going to push in their deer. But you really don't want to risk it, do you? It feels like it's an unnecessary risk. So just tap your dock a few times, drop some walls in, and then finish the dock off. And in fact, you know what? Is the 2 wood even worth the saving? Or 3 wood, whatever you save, just finish the palisade walls off. What's the harm? In comes boar number 2 and the final deer. I think it's a final deer for Robo. Looks like it is. And Socksy's still got a boar left, which is going to come in now. Interesting to see the uptime. So actually Socksy's... how are we going with fish? Fish timing looks similar. Actually, they're identical fish timings, which is quite impressive. As I said, Huns start minus 100 wood. And I don't know if they catch that up. Well, they don't catch that up by the time it comes to dock timings, right? Because you only have to build... well, I guess Robo's now got 4 houses, but had 3 houses at the... it's the time of building the houses. And we're going second dock at home. So we're going to look to really pump the fish out at home. Once got told off by someone not as good as Socksyy for dropping a second dock on the same pond. Told I should go to a second pond instead. Not naming names. Both players on the way up. Again, pretty good idle times. Second dock at home is interesting. Be keen to see Socksyy just going to really try to wall up and just make sure there's a mad fish boom at home. Is that the thinking here? Or just like protecting against any potential sneak? Is that the idea? I don't know. It is interesting. Now remember, this is taking the scripts that TTL uses, the cross script. So there's not as many fish. Not like Ladder 4 Lakes. Ladder 4 Lakes has got like double the amount. So, yeah. If you're going to fish boom, get on it. Get those fish traps down and keep it safe. But the main attraction of this game will be on land. We're just going to speed up a little bit whilst we are waiting for some action. As we are on the clock towards 8 o'clock. Archery range barracks for Socksyy. For Robo, it's going to be a stable with the Japanese. We're going to see some small walls here. This is a very, very small walls. Socksyy just going to try and cheat his way to Castle Age here, potentially. 7 fishing ships. He's got gold. He's got wood. He's not going to bother with the berries by the looks of it. Berries are too unsafe to take now. And look at this. Cute little base. Look at this. He's walled, like, to the point. Like, look at this. This is wild. Scouts can't run in. It's fully walled. Dropping a second range now, but he's going to be able to click up. Getting ready for cav archers by the looks of it. Going to have a few archers, but buildings and up. Wow, how's the timing on that? And now Robo's just like, yep, going to get my own egg walls down. This is more like a... It's not really an egg. It's a bit more like a pancake. Could be a fried egg. There's the yolk. Very nice. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. Up to Castle Age. Let's see how we go. Ville's been quick walled in. This is 100% calculated banana. Seven fish ships. So 15. Robo's pumping out the fishing ships at home. TC now. Where's the action, though? Are we getting cav archers? Yes, we are getting cav... We're getting crossbow and cav archer, actually. Tower's going to be denied. Castle Age on the way. Bit of panic setting in. I don't think Robo was expecting that timing. I feel like he wasn't expecting it even now, and he's watching the wreck back. He's still shocked by it. No hole. Well walled. Shouldn't expect there to be gaps in the walls at this level, but you never know, it does happen. TC, and now the scouts get in. This is why it was fully walled. Scouts get in. They actually get some damage here. But cav archer timing, very strong. Scouts gonna get anything? Scouts end up getting 2 eco kills. Maybe 3. Probably not. Probably not 3. So 3 kills, 2 eco kills. But Socksyy's pushing back. And he's got a massive timing lead on Castle Age. Now, both players are on a second pond now. So fish is starting to run out down here on 7 fishing ships from 2 docks, which... Well, unless we're planning, like, the Omega fish boom around the docks, I think maybe my advisor that said never dock twice, especially uncontested, well, maybe they are right. Socksyy's also out here now. Going to be adding fish on this side. Robo's adding fish on this side. But hang on a minute. Expo are in. Skirms are out. Fighting before Bodkin and Elite Skirm, though, not ideal. No ballistics yet for Socksyy, despite the timing. But I imagine that won't be far away. Crossbow can just micro quicker. What's the reload time on these bad boys? And there's the escape route. No, it's going to be okay in the end. It's going to be okay. Going to get out. Going to get the TC down as well. Elite Skirm in. Crossbow have to run. But what's happening on the front? It's Cavarcha and Mangonel. Well, yeah, okay. So we can't put fishing ships into a siege tower, but the concept of packing up and unloading fishing ships, you know, look. Why can't we pack up the fishing ship? The Vil carries it to the other side. Oh, crossbow, try to get some damage. Fish traps coming down here. And fish traps are not yet coming down here, which I feel like they need to. We're nearly out. We have 200 food, 300 food left. Start dropping the fishing ships out here. Just checking the surroundings. All good, but the action's on the front. Knight. One Japanese knight. I don't think it's going to come out. Nope. Denied. University. Is there a university for Socksyy yet? Oh, who needs ballistics? Just make more units. Oh, I wouldn't fight Cavarchas against skirms, but I'm not Socksyy, and this is where 88 APM comes in handy. Got a workshop in defense to the left. Down goes a skirm. Skirms are being made out of the ranges directly underneath these mangonels. Now they can start attacking the town centre. Which has got a few vills in it. And a repair vill as well. Uh-oh. Skirms go down. Mangonels get a little bit excited there. They walked into the TC range. Still fish booming out the sides. Game on a knife edge. Vills close. 2 TCs each. It always feels wrong when you're fighting... I was going to say when you're fighting Cavarchas, you have skirms and you're losing the fight, but the mangonels have done some work. They've done 16. They've taken out 15 of those elite skirm. Cavarcha's going to try and raid somewhere else now. Oh, that's a nice hit. Mangonel, nice hit there. What did it get? 70... Oh, no, it actually didn't get anything in there. It missed. Lots of mangonels here. These are going to be hard to stop. Going to need some very good trades. Third TC on the right for Robo, but houses are going down, which is forcing him to be housed. Ballistics is in for Robo, and is that the university? There's the university now. Just make more units. Well, here we go. This feels like a pivotal fight. The Mangonel Micro. How is it for both players? Pretty good if you're Socksyy at the moment. Oh, that could get sniped by the Cavarchas now. And it is. Oh no. It's all going downhill here for Robo. Socksy's Mangonel Micro is on point. After losing game 1. Fighting uphill, and that one's going to go down. It's a 1-for-1 trade. More skirms go down, but I think that was when the GG was being called. We're at 1-all. How about that? Clinical by Socksyy. And Huns. Huns when you've got the hybrid build. Gonna have to look at that build back. And take note, people. If you want to play Huns on this map, I think you can. Start thinking about it. Very nice walls as well. Very small walls. I'd say cheated his way up to maybe without the second dock. Maybe without the second dock. Cheated his way up to Castle Age. And once he did, got the job done very quickly. Very efficiently. Less res collected. What do we have here in terms of speed? Robo playing a little bit quicker that game. And lots of cav archers, lots of archers, and mangonels all made. Some of the stats. And overall APMs. Well, no time to waste. We'll look at getting into... I'll look at getting game 3 ready. But we'll just go have a look at the draft board as well. Whilst I get that up. All right. 1-1. Been a good set so far. You want to lose using your own ideas. Don't we all? 1, 2, 3. There's that. So it'll be Nomad next. Huns game 2 got the win. Armenians lost. Japanese lost. Wu won. What do we think? So, how did they draft these order-wise? Robo's picked Italians early. Socksy's picked Malay. So I wonder if Georgians is a Malay counter. I mean, either of these are all viable on Nomad. Georgians get the free mule cart and Italians get the cheaper age ups. Both quite nice. So a few options either way there. Take your picks for game 3. As we load this up. And it will be Italians versus Lithuanians. And keep an eye out for where the TCs are going to go. They are going to go left, right in this fashion. They're going to be pretty close together. Yes, you're right, Noz. Your cart's not that big. Helps if you can't find bloody boars, though, and you can only find deer. Maybe I need to start playing with the Georgians. I never get boars on this bloody map. I need something. I need something when it comes to Nomad, guys. 40% win rate on this map. It's pretty bad. I just avoided playing ranked. I avoided playing ranked for 2 weeks because that was my only option. I wasn't going to play Kilimanjaro or... I don't even remember what else. Prairie? Actually, Prairie would have been okay. I know it's just Arabia. But, guys, my Nomad ability is just so bad. Is this what happened with you, Banana? You played Robo week 1, right? Why did... I'm not saying, oh, it's fun. Nomad's fun. But I'm just bad at it. Compared to other maps that have water on it. I've heard a bit of a spoiler about this game. There was a little bit of a spoiler that hit the hit the chat. So, hit the Discord. So, we'll keep an eye out for that. I do remember this. So far, so good. Both players going to wood. Socksy's actually got some stone nearby. Very handy for the castle drop. Italian's got some backstone as well, which is good. And the dock is kind of like splitting. So, got to wall that in. Could also lame the boar if he wanted to. Could lame the... I mean, I'd be tempted just to kill that. It ranges from that distance. Robo's dock. It's actually got two very nice fish. Dolphin and great fish nearby. Very handy. Bit of extra distance on blue. It's right here, man. It's right here. Come on. Nothing else is going on. Robo said push the deer. Oh no, we're luring a boar for now. That's the more important one. That could have been taken by Socksyy. So you got to go there first. Granted, this one should be getting taken by Socksyy. Is he going to try and like... I mean, two options, right? You could also just delete the walls and just walk back. Take the ball with you. It's not that far away. Oh, is he going to go? No, he's going to wall. Yep, Robo's pushing in deer with a Vil. You don't even know it's there. Yeah, alright, that's fair. You don't even know it's there. I mean... Yeah. Socksyy does. But you got more. You got a ball back here. You got one off the front. So it's not going too badly. Is that two? That two or three? If that's three, that's very good. How are we going for up times? 18 for the Italians. We're probably going to go archers then. Maybe even towers. And we're getting another ball from back here now. Loom is in. Look at the idle times for these two as well. These guys are pros for a reason. That's 3 Dark Ages in a row for both. Very clean. And is this a house wall? And I think that does wall it off. Yes, it does. Trying to drop walls. You knew, hey, you know where to drop the walls, eh? Right there. Both players saw the exact same line. Perfect. Just going to wall the wall. Get some walls in on this side as well. Double fire ship. And, yes. The comment about the dock. The dock. We're going to fight water. Oops. About to find out. Saw the dock. Yeah, look, I don't blame you. From what you see, I don't blame you just thinking there, yeah, that just all... That's unfortunate. Actually, Robo, have you even played enough nomads since the changes came in that allowed for ponds and landlocks? Is this the first time that you're like really seeing the idea? At least after you've realised pretty quickly going, oh well, free fish spoon. He's not here. Second dock for Socksyy. Say fish. Yeah, thought it was landlocked. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, like landlocked down here or something. But then still good all the way out there. Yeah, that's fair. Because you can get those really large water patches. Script change. Oh, I want to say like middle middle of the year. Yeah, a while ago. But I don't know how much Robo plays. Like, latter versions of scripts to have known. Socksyy's fast castle is in, but Robo's not going to be too far behind and has more fish and safe fish. So there's a bit of a 5v5 battle going on out there. Buildings out the back. Nomad's a bit chaotic. I think it... Did it come in with the civs? Or like just before the civs? Is that the... That may have been the move? The patch... You know, the patch that saw the fire lances, etc, etc. That's what saw this. Or maybe it was... If that's when like Aquarina became a thing as well, then... And those other maps. I think that timing lines up. Then that's when they changed this as well. So April, May. All palisade walls. All the way to the edge here. Very nice. Making sure that... Well, if he does want to come through, he's going to have to work for it. Just a little bit. And you get that little bit of a notification. Palisade walls aren't going to do too much stopping, but... You do get to see... yeah, you'll be notified. Outpost on the front as well. We'll see that the stone mine is being taken. And are we going to be booming behind this? Can that go away? Still 1 TC here. May see a second. Probably not just yet. Still fighting on water. Socksyy with the Castle Age upgrades. So there's a small advantage in timing. Does he know about this at all? So he knows there's water. Probably doesn't assume that there's 6 fishing ships in here. War Galley upgrade coming in. 2nd TC coming in. So he's decided against the castle for now. He's just going to delay that. And he's instead going to go with a town centre. Warrior Nomad did that against you as well. Well, there you go. Other Div 1ers. Well, here's a demo. Here's a demo. Cheeky demo. Get involved, demo. Get involved. Get involved. And awake to it. Or just actually not even awake to the demo. I think just didn't want to fight the fires. Which is unfortunate, because I don't know if he was... We don't actually know if he was awake to the demo. Nothing serious happening down there. We've just got a bit of a standoff here at the moment. The Div 1 demo... demo of the tournament for Div 1 is very open. It's very... I want to see... Like, these guys need to start picking... Golden Swamp and Water Nomad and things, because it's so open. Like, there's only 4 sets a week, and well, no one's really landed anything yet. Here we go. Demo's coming in now. Nah, not enough. It's actually taken out 1 demo of the other side, so it's not really work. How about this one? This is not bad. Bit juicy there. No kills, 270 damage. Wait, was that another one there, or was that just fires that went down? Well, at the moment... No, it's Tullen. Tullen's the one that got the Noz's Man-at-Arms on on Pacific Islands. So that's the lead. That was the week 1 nominee. I saw 1 demo take out 1 knight earlier today. Which, to be honest... Hey... I'd probably... it's a candidate. It's a candidate for this week. There's been not much in this set so far. Nothing's happening on land. Although Robo's got a sneak Vil, right? Robo's got a sneak Vil. So I wonder if she'll be important later on. And the fires are being dragged away. Socksyy's losing fish. 2 TCs now. Castle here, but it's very much under the nose. Yeah, look, at this stage... Oh, yes. The Vils are trying to come forward as the fire ship is there. And the monk is just gonna... Oh, look at this. The monk snipes. A galley comes out. Look at that. How good's that? Was that going to be a castle? It was going to be something. It was going to be a sneak. That's what it was going to be. It was going to be a sneak, and now it's going to be stone walls around the side to not allow it. Smart. On it. Vil may still sneak through, though. I mean, now you just got to 1v1 this guy, or 2v1 this guy. This girl. Quickly. Oh, it's actually stopped the... Oh, no, you got denied. Castle got denied. Where's that Vil gone? Vil's walking under the TC, by the way. Vil's just, like, vibing. She is just... She has just seen so much. She's just walked straight there. Is she gonna just batter down? What's going on? What is this? She's still alive. I can't stop looking at this. What is... No way. No way. No way. What a kill. So this Vil's walked the whole way around. The one survivor before the stone walls got up. Walked underneath the town centre. Past everyone and killed a mangonel. And he's now going to just get a free escape. She's just going to get to leave. Run and walk the marathon. Play the game. And leaves. Doc's going down now. And Robo's going to get more fish out of here? No. Just more fish around the sides. I like this. MVP Vil indeed. I assume that she's now out here. Oh, here she is. She's walking back with her 1 kill. She's never worked. She has not worked. Oh, no, she worked a little bit. She spent 2 minutes on food. More kills than work done. Building a few houses now. Otherwise, I mean, behind this, I mean, I've been fixated on Vils walking and what's happening on water. Whilst all that's been happening, Robo's managed to click up to Imp, probably thanks to the fishbone. I mean, this accidental situation here, I think this has worked out really well. The way I see fires versus galleys, I see the discussion happening in the chat here. At least for me, it's just a second army, right? You're probably going to have a land army that you need to control. And then you're going to have a secondary army, maybe even a third, depending on how much you're fighting on land or how spread the docks are, etc, etc. If you can micro 2 armies at the same time, then play galleys. Because it goes without saying, right? Galleys are better than fires. No one's disputing that when you can spend the time on it, galleys beat fires. It's just... You play fires when you can't spend the time on the micro. That's how my brain goes about it. If I don't have time to micro, and it's maybe my second army, or there's a lot of other things going on, or trying to like boom really hard as well, or something, and then there's, you know, there's a lot going on. I don't play particularly fast. I can hardly micro one army. I don't think I've got a second in me. Anyway, we got Trebs on the way. Big imp timing advantage for Robo. And this is big, and it's going to be 2 castles v1. It's 2 TCs apiece, so Vil counts are roughly equal. Yes, of course, yeah, Kados. When the water's tiny, so like a Four Lakes or a Kawasan. Yes, sorry, that went without saying. Yes, you're playing fires in the pond. You're playing, but on the outside of nomads, if you can micro galleys, then galleys are better. Yeah, sorry, that justification wasn't made there. So like even then, there's a few like middle ground ones, like Golden Swamp, which is a bit small, but you can probably just keep revolving around with the galleys. It's okay. Yeah, yeah. As far as if it's big water and you got the time to look at them, you want to go galleys. Castle goes down and GG's called. Wow, how about that? I was not expecting that to happen. Although, look at the score. Imp was in for Socksyy. Did not see that. Wow. Our mystery 2K1 goes 2-0. Yep, no army. And look at the Gembos were out. The Bombard Cannons were out. Relics were in. How about that? It's a 2-1 for Robo. I think that means... I think that'll mean a date with Noz next week. That would be my guess. I mean, spoilers on Noz's set, but it was like 4 days ago now. But they'll be the 2-0 players, so I imagine they'll play each other. I mean, you're going to play Div1, 8 players, 5 rounds. You're going to play 5 of the 7 opponents anyway. It's only, say, those... Yeah, you've almost scheduled already. Yeah, you know it's coming, so it's all good. Obviously, I do advise that you don't do like tomorrow night. I hope if you are gonna schedule soon, hopefully Sunday. But I know I think there was even a Saturday set last week. I'm okay with Saturday, but not tomorrow night. Just feels a little bit too soon. So I hope it's not any time tomorrow. Okay, next week. That's good. Yeah, it'll be a big one. Socksyy got... Yeah, Robo. Absolutely. You know what it's like, Banana. It can happen. So, Robo, what do you reckon? The accidental dock placement into 8 free fishing ships. Match winner? Accidental match-winning play, especially given what the fire and the galley actually did with stopping the Vils from sneaking. Feels like it was quite useful. It definitely helped. 25 fish at the end as well. Really starting to get around the corners here and starting to fish pretty much everywhere, right? Look at this, fish down here. Taking out docks here. It's very impressive. Yeah, had the stone when clicking up, but didn't went for the TC before the castle and then didn't really drop the castle or make Laichai that heavily. Stuck in no man's land a little bit. Put off by the walls, maybe. Put off by the walls. Very good. Very good set.